Hi, I'm Matt Bartlett with Last Breath TV, and here we are to do a 3-part series of how to kill a buck off the ground. So over the last several years, I have killed 8 different bucks off the ground with no blind via bow or muzzleloader. During these 3 parts, I'm going to give you guys a few tips and tricks that I use to make it happen. So here we are in part 1. We're going to talk about bow versus gun as far as location. There's a few factors that come into play when hunting with a gun as opposed to hunting with a bow. Obviously, hunting with a bow, you need to have a lot more concealment to be able to get away with, in my opinion, twice if not 3 times the amount of movement. Firearm, it's as simple as pick up, aim, shoot. So a couple hunts that come to mind are and Phantom, where they are firearm kills. Jesse and I were set up on a fence row with minimal cover. I mean, we're just leaned up kind of in the grass in the fence row. One of the 2 times which we were sitting in lawn chairs even. So you can get away with a lot more with a firearm than opposed to a bow, obviously. Phantom was a little bit different scenario. Phantom was chasing a doe, ran directly by. All I had to do was just pick up, aim, shoot. Jesse was tucked in the brush, so literally there was no real worry in the world to get busted.
Jesse and I decided it's time, so we came over close to where one of the 2 places we think he's bedding. We got a guy that shotgun hunts over on the other part where we thought he might have been bedding, and he walked all over the place over there this morning.
Jesse and I decided we were kind of going to sit in this one spot, and after we sat there for about 10 minutes, we're like, man, I don't really know. We can't see down behind us towards the creek. So we moved about 20 yards to, I guess it would be our east, and sat up on this corner post. We probably were sitting there for maybe 30 more minutes, and I looked down the field edge, and old girl, this doe we had named for particular reasons, and her fawn were running straight at us. And at the time, I had no idea Phantom was behind them until Jesse said something. Hey! 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 Hey!
Hurry up.
Killed him! I freaking killed Phantom! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I am the luckiest man in the freaking world right now! Woo!
Hey.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that shot, baby. Oh my God. Oh, get the camera. Oh, get the freaking camera. Let's go get this joker. Let's go. My first deer with a gun in years, a buck with a gun in years. So let's go get him. Let's go get him the right way this time.
This was probably one of the coolest hunts I've ever been on and been able to share with Matt. It was an awesome experience, probably one of the coolest deer we'll ever kill together. As you could tell by some of the footage, him and I were both pretty excited that this went down the way it did, and to get it all on film was just an added bonus.
So now, we had several deer in the field. Obviously, we're pretty low profile to the ground. Sitting down, we're 2 foot at best high off the ground, which most of the foliage in the grass is about that tall. So we just tried to pick a spot where there was a little bit of tree branches kind of draping over our head to kind of give us a little bit of break up on the top end. And, well, long story short, we made a call to Snort wheezed at him. He came through the draw. With a firearm, it's a lot easier to get away with stuff, because before he even entered the field where we were at, I already had the gun up and ready to go. All I had to do was just make the shot.
You bit him. So, is out in this field, and he's bumping 3 or 4 does around, and he's out there probably 200 yards. Matt decides to snort wheeze, and this deer just absolutely flips inside out. He is on a mission right towards us. Goes down into the draw and is just raking every tree he can see. And finally, after about 15 minutes of that, he works up the hill right towards us. The most epic footage I've ever laid down personally. And to the end of the story of this deer is absolutely incredible.
I'm gonna let him come. As soon as we get a clear shot, I'm gonna kill him. He's gonna be at mine too. Are you good to go? Are you good to go? Okay. Just tell me when. I'm gonna let him come. You ready? Just don't move. He's done. He's done. Don't move. Look at that. Look right there. That's a 170-inch double drop tine buck dead. 20 freaking yards from the tree. Uh-oh, is dead. First time ever seeing him. I'm bucked out on a freaking mega giant. I got a phone call to make. Grant. What? You guys better be filming right now, because I just killed that double drop tine buck.
Just killed the double drop buck?
Yeah.
Oh my God. A 180.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yep, I just killed Uh-oh. Uh-oh is dead 25 yards from us right now.
20.
Uh-oh is done. No track job required. You guys want to see something special? Look at that. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo, my God, look at that. Oh, my double drop tine buck. 2 of them in 3 freaking years. Woo-hoo-hoo. This is the first time we saw this deer. I got pictures of him. This new farmer picked up that I got to share with some guys. Got pictures of him back in October for the first time. And this is the first time we've laid eyes on him here in muzzleloader season. I haven't hunted it much because I just try not to get in other people's way. But nobody's out here tonight, so we came out here tonight and we did the unthinkable. Uh-oh is done.
Now, if we're talking about a bow, we've got a really awesome spot that Jesse and I have found to be extremely useful and successful over the last few years. We've killed 2 or 3 different bucks out of this area. One in particular last fall was Raphael. We're sitting in the hole, it's what we call the hole. Grass is all grown up. It's a nice ditch right adjacent to a creek and a thin strip of trees. So most of our bodies, aside from mid-torso and up, are completely concealed by the ground. And then what's not concealed by the ground is, covered up from all of the grasses and stuff around us. So we just look like 2 bumps on a log sitting there. Well, Raphael came broadside to us 18 yards. Didn't even have a clue we were there.
Yep, I got him. I got him.
Huh?
I got him. The slump has been broken.
My streak has been broken.
You hit him a little back, but
I
still.
hit him a little back, but I pounded him. And we were sitting here, and I saw a coyote chase a bunch of deer. Well, Chavez was one of them. and he ran. And we've been sitting here, and we moved spots to a little more cover, and I just happened to look up, and the buck I just shot was a big 8-pointer. He was standing there, 20 yards, and I had a hole about this big, and I shoved it right through there. Ground and pound, are you freaking kidding me? How can we keep pulling this off year after year with a bow?
So one thing that we really look for when we're bow hunting is to be able to conceal most of your body aside from what you need to be able to draw your bow and shoot. Now, with crossbow, it's probably a little bit different. It's more of like a gun scenario, which is a little bit easier to pick up, aim, and shoot. But as far as an actual vertical bow, one thing we're really, really keen on is being able to, if we need to sit down on our butt and shoot, we need to be in a spot where our cams, our limbs, anything's not going to be obstructed, and still be able to draw our bow and be able to shoot through the brush without obviously hitting our arrow on anything.